Hi everyone, today we'll be looking at how to create a vacancy within the RNGHRM recruitment module. So you'll need to click on the recruitment option there on the left hand menu, which will take you into the vacancy screen. So this is the recruitment module. It has a slightly different looking user interface to the rest of the RNGHRM system. We have a left hand menu here where we can access vacancies, candidates, configuration, vacancy succession, and also jump back into the previous UI, which is the standard system. So let's go back into recruitment. So the recruitment module, again, the focus on vacancies, we'll be adding a new vacancy. So there's an option here, a button that says add or import vacancy. You can add a new vacancy by clicking on the green button, or import a vacancy from a template, or add a new vacancy from a template. So let's go ahead and just create a new one, a brand new vacancy from scratch. All right, so we have some pretty standard vacancy information here that we'll have to fill in. Say tech support, and you'll need to select the appropriate job title from the list available. Tech support engineer. Location is also a mandatory field. Let's go with US. Subunit. And hiring manager. So the hiring manager will be the employee responsible for shortlisting candidates and moving them into a hired status once the recruitment cycle is completed. You can have more than one hiring manager per vacancy. So I'm going to go ahead and add one in. You can mention the number of positions, open positions. Let's just go with one and save. All right, so we've got the vacancy here. Texas R&D office, technical support engineer, that's the one. Clicking on the vacancy will take you into the candidates that have applied for it. So I'm just going to go back to the previous screen and instead click on the settings or the gear icon here on the right of the vacancy, which will take me into the settings and configuration of this vacancy. So we've got three tabs: vacancy info, which is what we just filled in, workflow, and job posting. So before we jump into the job posting, we can adjust the workflow here. So the standard workflow is the application being received into the system, shortlisting, the interview stage, job offer, and hired. You can edit this workflow by clicking on the Edit Workflow button, and then go ahead and add in extra stages. Let's assume right after the application is received, we can have a test, quick test. All right, so you can select the test from the list available, or create your own, and then go with whatever options here, test coordinators, and save. So you can have various additional stages in this workflow. For example, after the shortlisting, again, you can have an additional interview or a test, and so on. You can even delete this interview here. All right. What I will do here is I'll actually have a little, right after the application, I'll have a test that the candidate needs to fill in. So let's go ahead and we have an aptitude test here available in the list. So I will show you how to create tests in a separate video. For this specific video, which we're not going to go into that, but I will show you how to add a test into this vacancy. Go with the pass or fail. And you can have even a test coordinator. You can leave this blank, it doesn't need to be filled in. Alright, so we've got a new level here, and I can click on Done, which will now update this vacancy workflow. So we have a new stage there, right between the received status to the shortlisted status. Alright, so you can adjust the workflow according to your requirement. Alright, each of these stages can be customized and configured separately. As you can see here, you have a stage coordinator for each stage. You can have an employee or an individual responsible for each stage. including the interview stage. All right. We have different kinds of interviews, which again, I will show you how to create different kinds of interviews in another video, but you can select from the available list. You can set the interviewers as well, and also whether it's a structured or an unstructured interview. All right. Once you're happy with the workflow, you can go into the job posting section and set the basic information. So this, you can have the basic job info, job description here. You can have your job description listed. All right. This window here can be customized. The text in here can be configured. We can make this larger, set colors and so on. I can also add in images. So I can add in images. For the sake of this sample vacancy, I'm not going to do that, but I will show you how this looks when I publish. So when I publish this vacancy, what happens is it is now available for employees, for candidates to go in and submit their applications. And where is this available? So again, there is a link that you can embed into your career portal or your careers page. This is the link. All right, so if I click on that, you can see that that is the link, and there is an apply button. So this link here can be embedded into your careers page. All right. All right, so the application form as well is pretty standard. All right, we have the candidate's basic information along with a resume upload feature. You can also customize these forms if you'd like. As you can see, there's an add new section here. So you can have additional sections. So maybe we have a section for education. Each section can be customized further. So you can have various questions. All right. You can select from the questions available again, or you can enter in your own. All right. You can have questions answered in various formats, drop downs, email addresses, numbers, or even free text. Let's go with the drop down option. And let's say bachelor's. All right. And save. So this is a very simple example of how you can customize your vacancy form. All right. As soon as a form is published and as soon as applicants start applying, hiring managers will be able to view all these applicants' details by going into the appropriate section. So we have two items here on the menu. There's candidates and vacancies. If you click on candidates, you'll be able to see all the available candidates for all the vacancies available. You can also view candidates for each vacancy by going into the vacancies section and clicking on the vacancy itself. So let's click on this vacancy here, tech support engineer, and that will display all the available candidates for this specific vacancy. All right. And that is how you create a vacancy and publish it onto your website. Thank you.